San Diego Made, San Diego Proud. Good morning, everyone. I'm Carrie Lane, and we are celebrating business members who have helped define San Diego as America's finest city. With me this morning is Dr. Julie Ellner from Alvarado Hospital, and Dr. Ellner is an expert in surgical weight loss, and she's also has some interesting insight into those procedures and who is a candidate for this. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I want to start off with what is most important to consider when you are looking to do a surgical procedure such as this?
I think one of the most important considerations that's sometimes underappreciated by patients is the importance of aftercare. The surgery is only the beginning, and then it takes a lifetime of support and coaching, not only from a surgeon. So of course it's important to choose a good surgeon that you know has a good medical record and that supports their patients in the long term. But one of the neatest things about my practice and my program is the way my patients have really ponied up and supported the patients who are coming up through the program.
I think it's important to know after something such as this, you can't just go home and sit on the couch and eat whatever you want. There is that aftercare. Well, let's start with some incredible pictures. Who do we have here? Because these are before and afters.
This is Scott and Donna. Now, the neat thing about Scott and Donna is that although she went first, which is frequently the way it goes with couples, they have each lost about 170 pounds. They went through their surgery years ago, and the after picture that you see has been taken very recently, so you can see how they've maintained their weight loss. And I think one of the things that they would tell you in terms of maintaining their weight loss is how it really improves their self-esteem and being healthy together as a couple, and so it's strengthened their relationship as a couple as well.
All right, and who do we have here?
This is Autumn. Autumn had the gastric band. Scott and Donna had the gastric bypass. Autumn lost about 130 pounds in a year after the band.
Okay, and we have one more.
This is Lisa. Lisa had the gastric bypass. She lost 130 pounds in less than a year. Now, one of the neat things about Lisa is that she's all over my Facebook page, and she has really stepped up and become a mentor for many of my patients who are coming up through the system. Scott has volunteered to be a buddy for patients coming into town who are alone, who don't have a friend or family member, and he supports them through their surgery, gets them out and about in San Diego after their surgery, takes them to their appointments. Autumn, like many of my patients, is available on the website for people to contact and just ask more personal questions. So that has really played a huge role in the success of my patients, is really how many of my patients have kind of taken it full circle and turned around and really supported people who are coming up through the system.
Is that typical of most patients?
I think many of my patients really get a huge personal benefit out of offering back, so many of my patients do come forward and offer that kind of support. It personally just kind of ices the cake for them in terms of really turning around and supporting people who are coming up through the program, and that really has played a huge role in the success of my program with my patients.
Support system through something like this is huge,
Yes.
and so that's great that they do that. Now, if people want to get involved, if they have questions, if they want to come to the seminar and talk with some of these former patients of yours, how can they do that?
Yes, they can check on the calendar of events on my website. I'm giving the next lecture next Thursday on the 19th at 6 p.m. And after my lecture, I will have patients coming to just meet and mingle with people to answer more personal questions. And I think that's really meaningful for people.
Perfect. Dr. Julie Ellner, thank you so much. And that's a great starting point for most.
Thank you.
All right. And we'll have the information later this morning at KUSI.com, too, if you are interested in attending the seminar. That's a look at today's San Diego Made, San Diego Proud. We'll see you all next time.